Ethan Vance was not your typical billionaire. By the age of 30, he had conquered the tech world, built companies worth billions, and earned global recognition. Yet in his own eyes, none of it truly belonged to him. Every achievement traced back to one woman, his mother, Martha. She had scrubbed office floors at night and stitched broken clothes by hand just to buy Ethan his first computer. Her sacrifices were the foundation of his empire. She was Ethan's compass, his moral anchor, and the reason he never forgot where he came from. When Ethan met Isabella, a glamorous fashion executive admired in elite circles, he believed fate had finally aligned. She was elegant, ambitious, and perfectly at home among the wealthy. Their relationship moved quickly. Ethan proposed with a 5-carat diamond, and society buzzed with excitement over what was called the wedding of the year. Yet a quiet doubt lingered in Ethan's heart. Isabella was flawless under chandeliers and camera flashes, but he wondered who she was when no one powerful was watching. More importantly, he wondered how she treated the woman who had built him from nothing. So Ethan made a decision that would change everything. He told Isabella he needed to travel to Tokyo for an urgent business merger. Instead, he rented a modest apartment across town and hired a professional makeup artist to transform him into Arthur, a tired-looking, middle-aged handyman. At the same time, he quietly moved Martha from her luxurious wing of the mansion into a cramped guest room near the kitchen. Staff were instructed under strict confidentiality to treat her as a relative living on a tight budget. Ethan returned to his own home as Arthur, assigned to fix small repairs. From behind dirty overalls and a bowed posture, he watched. What he saw broke his heart. Without Ethan present, Isabella's kindness vanished. She snapped at Martha for cooking simple meals that smelled cheap. She told her to stay out of the main living areas when guests arrived. She spoke to her with cold impatience, as if Martha were an embarrassment rather than the reason Ethan existed at all. Martha never complained. She lowered her eyes, apologized for things she hadn't done, and quietly retreated to her room. Each moment felt like a knife to Ethan's chest, but he stayed silent, hoping Isabella would redeem herself. She never did. On the 4th day, Isabella hosted a pre-wedding brunch. While serving tea, Martha tripped slightly and spilled a few drops onto an expensive silk rug. What followed was not frustration, but cruelty. Isabella exploded, calling Martha a burden and sneering that Ethan should have placed her in a care home long ago. "You're just a reminder of a life he's outgrown," she hissed. Ethan tightened his grip on his wrench, ready to step in when someone else moved first. Clara, a young temporary cleaner hired only days earlier, stepped between them. She worked 3 jobs to support her brother's radical education and understood struggle far better than wealth ever could. "Stop," Clara said quietly, her voice steady. Isabella scoffed and ordered her to clean the rug and keep quiet. Instead, Clara knelt beside Martha, helping her up and gently wiping her tears. "These hands built the man you claim to love," Clara said. "If you can't respect the roots, you don't deserve the fruit." The room fell silent. Clara continued, saying she would rather lose her job than watch a mother be treated like nothing. Isabella laughed, threatening to blacklist her across the city. That was when Arthur straightened his back. He removed the wig. He took off the glasses. The handyman disappeared, and Ethan Vance stood in his place. The silence was suffocating. Ethan walked past Isabella without a word and knelt before his mother, kissing her hands. Then he turned to Clara. "You chose humanity when you thought no one was watching," he said. "That is rare." The engagement ended immediately. Isabella's apologies meant nothing. Ethan had seen the truth. Character wasn't revealed in luxury, but in moments of power over the powerless. Ethan didn't just reward Clara. He changed her life. He created a foundation in her name to support working students and gave her a leadership role within his company. Martha returned to dignity, respect, and peace. The mansion felt different after that. Not because of money or art, but because pretense had been stripped away. Ethan learned what true wealth really was. And so did everyone else.